Sports gambling. Next story up is with sports gambling, and a lot of sports gambling sites, they crashed during the Super Bowl, and that is not a good time for them to crash. That's not a good time at all. During the Super Bowl, in just a couple days ago, just a little while back, companies like BetMGM, DraftKings, FanDuel, all these companies had outages or they crashed during the Super Bowl. And that is the absolute worst time for sports betting apps to crash during the most popular sports event in the United States. Hundreds of millions of people watching, hundreds of thousands, millions of people wanting to bet on the Super Bowl. But gamblers found themselves unable to place bets. And we saw this really reflect stock prices in the days following. DraftKings, Penn National, a lot of these stocks dropped significantly because of these issues and these outages. A lot of people were not happy at all. On Twitter, people said, it's terrible. How could this happen? In what world would sports betting apps and sports betting platforms crash on Super Bowl Sunday? So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But that was not a good look for these companies because this was their one time to shine, and they really failed. They failed with that. According to an elite executive, they said that they all expected this year to be record-breaking event for online and mobile gambling. They said they had meetings upon meetings leading up until the Super Bowl. But even with that being said, they still experienced these outages. DraftKings, they blamed it on their processor. They said that it wasn't their fault, but it was behind the scenes their processor. FanDuel, they took the blame themselves. But either way, it's just this year we saw a lot more volume for sports betting, a lot more money being spent. And most of the outages were concentrated in some of the new areas where sports betting just became legal. I believe Michigan is one of those areas where sports betting just became legal, and they did see outages there, concentrated there especially. We'll have to wait and see what happens. They're definitely going to need to, be able to process more and more bets in the future as more and more states legalize sports betting, and that's not a good look for these companies, but I think they'll be able to recover from it. I don't think it'll be an issue long term. It's just going to show them that they're going to need to be able to handle much more than they expected down the line and in the coming years.